aside old habits and attitudes that keep people apart, when we recognize our common humanity, then we can begin to fulfill these aspirations that we share. It's a simple lesson contained in that collection of stories which has guided Indians for centuries. The Poncha Tantra. And it's the spirit of inscription seen by all who enter this great home. That one is mine and the other is stranger is the concept of little minds. But to the large-hearted, the world itself is their family. This is the story of India. This is the story of America. That despite their differences, people can see themselves in one another and work together and succeed together as one proud nation. And it can be the spirit of partnership between our nations that even as we honor the histories which in different times kept us apart, even as we preserve what makes us unique in a globalized world, we can recognize how much we can achieve together. And if we let this simple concept be our guide, if we pursue the vision I've described today, a global partnership to meet global challenges, then I have no doubt that future generations, Indians and Americans, will live in a world that is more prosperous and more secure and more just because of the bonds that our generation has forged today. So thank you. And Jai Hind. And long live the partnership between India and the United States.
That's as big as it gets. The United States finally puts into words as U.S. President Barack Obama says that the U.S. does back India's UNSC bid or its potential seat at the United Nations Security Council, something that he hinted at earlier this morning, but finally put down into words at the joint parliament session that he just addressed. Barack Obama says that he welcomes India into the United Nations Security Council and that it is time that the United Nations Security Council will look to reform to include India over the next 2 years as a permanent member. That is the big breaking story that we're bringing to you, as this is going to be a defining moment in India and U.S. relationships, where Barack Obama in the parliament today says that the United Nations does indeed back India's position at the UNSC as a permanent member. So that is the big takeaway from the afternoon at the parliament spent by Barack Obama. And the other big takeaway, something that India was so far waiting for, is that he has finally made a comment on the issue of terror attacks in Mumbai, something he'd missed while he was in the Mumbai Taj Hotel. He has clearly said that he will continue to let Pakistan and its leaders know that they do not encourage, they meaning the United States, do not encourage terrorism, and that those who led to the terror attacks in Mumbai should be brought to rest. So our big story that's breaking at this hour has to be the UNSC bid that's finally been put into words by Barack Obama, who has been the second U.S. president only to address the Indian Parliament. Big breaking story, United Nations Security Council should be reformed to invite India over the next 2 years as a permanent member. We're tracking that with reactions and much more here on ET Now. So don't miss it, because this is really the potential turning point between India and the US relationships. What we'll have right next in a few seconds is Rush Hour. Thanks for watching this live and active coverage on a big day. Barack Obama in the Parliament.
I'm so bored with the old, so I want to do just the new. Do so much more. Now I want to do just the new.
Fly in the new. Come, live the incredible 3G life. Call 1-800-266-0000.
वक्त आ गया है मिलके दुनिया को बदलने का। जब घर की रौनक बढ़ानी हो, दुनिया को जो सजाना हो, नेरोलैक पेश करते हैं हेल्दी होम पेंट्स। दुनिया में आओ, रंगीन घर को सजाओ। नेरोलैक, कुछ चेंज करें, चलो पेंट करें।
Winning, my dear son, is all about making the right moves.
Like the UTI master share you invested in when I was a little boy?
Just wanted to make sure that you could follow your dreams.
Checkmate, Dad.
Daddy!
Thanks, Dad. I'll make sure that Priya will follow her dreams too.
UTI Mastershare, a champion for all seasons.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
Making high-efficiency solar cells. Fully automated German technology. 160 megawatts annual capacity. Exporting to France, USA, Spain, China, Taiwan, Japan. Untouched, except by technology. It all adds up to the Indo Solar System. Indo Solar Limited.
Let's play. Huh, let's go.
Dad! Mom!
समझो।
जिंदगी के खेल में भी जीतने के लिए आपके लाडले को चाहिए आपकी समझ और एक भरोसेमंद साथी। LIC चिल्ड्रंस प्लान्स, जिंदगी भर जीत का वादा।
नहीं भाई, ये तूफान से टोपी लाती है क्या? टोपी? नहीं यार, मैं तो टोपी दुकान से खरीद लेता हूँ।
महिंद्रा स्टैलियो, जिंदगी में आगे निकलने के लिए जरूरी नहीं जिंदगी को पीछे छोड़ दे, क्योंकि जिंदगी का मजा जीने में है।
महिंद्रा स्टैलियो, जान है